Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G up. As y'all see, it's a little different today, and I'm sure y'all know why. Look, I can't get this dude out of my email. All right, even the lady sending this dude, so y'all clearly want my take on it. All right, I ain't got no problem with it, family. It was just a long video. That's why it took me so long to get to it. He was up a long time. So, I got a lot of content that I'm constantly going through. And I had to make some time to go through a little bit of this. So I did see about 5 minutes of it. He on the same planet with us. Let's see. He looking for himself a woman. Let's see if we can help him, fam.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. I keep these
So,
people don't tell me what to do. It's my daughter. They weren't there when I made her. Yeah, I take care of her.
okay, so let me start. Let me get to know you. What's your name,
Okay.
sir?
What's happening? What's happening, Kendra? Shout out to you for your success as well. You,
Thank
you,
you.
you. I wanted to ask you several months ago. I actually super chat you, and you stopped me from super chatting you, and I never knew why.
I don't remember. If I stopped
Okay.
you, there must have been a reason. But
Never said nothing. Fine.
no offense. I can't remember. Child, you know how many
All right.
people super chat, send DMs, names? I don't know. I
All right. So
I
be
have
it.
no idea.
So be it. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying.
How
My
do I
name
say your
Awesome.
name, sir?
AWESUM. You know what I'm
How do
saying.
I
My name
pronounce your
Awesome.
name, sir?
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
That's
So
correct.
awesome. And how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 44. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
44.
45 in May.
When's your birth? What day?
May 3rd.
Oh, okay. You're a Taurus too.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I guess.
Okay, if you don't believe in zodiacs, that's fine. Awesome.
Okay.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm an industrialist, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm working at a pizza place.
You're
I
an
got some things
industrialist,
going.
but you work
hmm
at a pizza place?
Yes.
What do you do at the pizza place?
Make pizzas. My dog Harvey hired me. Shout out to Harvey.
All right, you're a pizza maker. You're not
Yes.
trolling me. Everything you're telling me is true?
Kendra, I don't play no games.
Okay. So what would you say to the woman that's concerned that you have a 9-month-old baby?
I mean, that would that would be silly. You know what I'm saying? If she doesn't know a man when she's looking at one, then that'd be her loss. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking nobody to take care of my daughter. I provide for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have a mother. I want her to have a woman who's, who embodies the qualities that I'm looking for in order to pass good 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 thoughts and good ideas and the things that I believe that are important for my daughter to have. So yeah, I'm doing that. I do that.
So do you want something serious or you just want to date?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for the mother of my child. For sure.
So I will say then she does have the right to be concerned if you have a
hmm
9-month-old baby because she has to be willing to sign up to be the child's stepmother.
See, first of all, fair use, family, fair use. My first assessment of him, I mean, he a single dad. He had to take his daughter under them conditions because I believe as a man, you stand up. You stand up. You don't let your daughter go to the system. You stand up. All right. And I know, listen, out of the blue, I'm a single dad. Bro, that's, bro, if you know me, you know my life out there. Yo, my life did a 360. 360. Bro, I mean, that's serious because I go hard. I've been going hard all my life. He don't have that soft side no more. Plenty of women offer the help. He 14. I just feel like they got more to gain than me. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you want to help, you get to live in the triplex. You ain't gotta pay no bills. No, I don't see what I'm getting out of that. He 15, 6. He ordered dinner every night. You ain't gonna cook that much. And see, the difference is she wanted to be equality, is what I'm saying. The reason why women willing to come and help me, because the burden is different. A man wouldn't be willing to come and help her because her help requirement and expectation of me would be financial. She would come and help me, and it wouldn't cost her a cent, and she would gain a lot. I would be asked to help you to come and provide for something that ain't gonna never benefit me. That's the difference. The burden is different, but you want it to count the same. It's not. That's why if he got a house, he gonna be able to get that job done in no time. A woman, if she can come and stay there in return for that, he gonna find plenty of women lined up to give him this. What these women ain't gonna find is men lined up to spend their money on something they can't get nothing back for. That's the difference.
Well, I wouldn't say a stepmother because you know what I mean. I really wouldn't subscribe to that. She would be her mother even though she didn't come out of her. And
Okay.
besides, a woman is a nurturer to begin with. I've been playing the role, but I'm not really a nurturer. But that's not really my nature. You know what I'm saying? But I do it because that's what I've had to do. But I'm looking forward to having a solid black woman in my life who possesses the qualities that I'm looking for, that's been vetted, and you know what I mean. She can come along and you know raise her daughter.
And again, you're not trolling me. You're being completely honest.
Yeah, Kendra.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going. So this
Yeah.
is Awesome 44. He's an
Hmm.
industrialist, but currently working at a pizza place. This
Sure.
your only child?
No, you know what I'm saying? I got another daughter. Shout out to my baby Brooklyn, Daddy love her. She, you know what I'm saying? She's 26. She got married because she listened to Daddy. She been married since the 11th of November. She's Daddy's pumpkin. She's Daddy's baby.
Is
Daddy's
it a
very
different
proud of
woman you
her.
had a baby by?
Yes, yes.
Have you ever been married, sir?
No, no.
Okay. You're ready for marriage though now?
Yeah, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I think marriage is really cool. I
Okay.
think it's a great thing. If we,
If
if
you
done
were
correctly.
a woman, they would say, why didn't you marry one of the two women you had kids with?
Yeah, I would have never done that. You know what I'm saying? I was like I said, I'm really out the street, Kendra. I'm just a guy who I'm really a goon. I'm not none of these perpetrators of phonies. I've really seen it, done it, and been involved in it. And so the only thing that changed me.
I mean, I can't really see why that needed to be said. But I mean, listen, different strokes for different folks. It ain't like I'm holding it against them. I just personally don't think that needed to be said.
Was that she needed somebody to take care of her. There was no one. And so she changed my life. She did more for me than I've ever done for her. So I had to submit to the creator and ask him, what did he want from me? He said, your life, the life that you had is not the life that I want for you. I want something else for you. And so that's what it is. And it was so important for me to tell my story because I just get so tired of black the besides my daughters, the masculinity, upliftment, and self-esteem of black men is so important to me. And so it's time for me to reveal myself and let myself be known so that way I can begin to help these brothers. 'Cause Lord, these brothers need help. I've been in your comment section too long.
Okay. Well, let's get to it. Now let's get to the
Sure.
questions. We got Awesome 44 Taurus. He's currently a pizza maker, but also does industrial work.
Yes.
Dad to two, a 26-year-old and a 9-month-old baby
Yeah.
that he's currently holding. What
Yeah.
kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, not in I don't do industrial work. I'm industrialist. That means I create opportunities. So that's a little bit
Oh,
different.
you're industrious. Okay, you want to break it
Absolutely.
down more? What do you do as in
I-
that?
Industrialist. Well, that just means, you know what I mean? Any woman that's with me, she don't have to worry about nothing. I make sure everything is okay
So that's the
because
job, but this it was like, what do you do for a living? So you
yes,
consider
I
that
told you. Yes,
the
I
pizza.
told you I actually make pizzas, but I'm an industrialist.
And so you're saying this as in your job when you say industrialist.
Yes, ma'am. But I
How do you get
actually
paid as an industrialist?
say it again.
How do you get paid as an industrialist?
Well, a man has to create his own opportunities through sacrifice and be forged through hard work. So that's me. I don't subscribe to what everybody else thinks or what the internet think or what other people. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't need none of them guys to tell me about being a man.
Okay, well, let's just continue. What
Yes,
kind of
ma'am.
woman are you looking for, sir?
Oh, that's a great question. Looking for a woman who's the opposite of me, feminine, sweet, giving, kind. She's extremely patient. She knows how to be a man's wisdom and balance because I am a protector, a provider, a maintainer, a sustainer, a leader, a guider. That's what I do. And so I'm looking for a woman. I don't like a woman. Well, you didn't ask me what I don't like. Excuse me. I'm looking for a woman of that ilk, a woman who was I don't have to tell her these things, A, or B, if I do have to tell her, she's interested in learning. So therefore she's eager to learn. So I don't have a problem with that either.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you can tell me what are your deal breakers?
Oh yes, great question. Bad attitude. I don't like ratchet. I don't like disrespectful. I'm not playing none of them games. I'm not none of them guys you ever talk to. Very aggressive, assertive. I don't like that. I don't like women who use a lot of swear language. I don't like women who wear a lot of who wear too much makeup. I like a little bit. I want to see you naturally. Wigs and weave. I'm not too particularly. I don't have a really too much of a problem as long as you do have some hair and you will show it. I don't mind you being able to switch it up. That's not a problem there. Um, Kids, yeah, kids is a no-no for me as well. Uh,
So hold on, wait, real
it's a,
quick. You
yeah, I know
have,
you're coming back to that.
well,
Go
two
ahead.
things.
hmm
Some people in the comment section are saying the baby's fake. I don't
Okay.
want to believe you would hold a fake baby.
Bro, they gonna light your ass up. You can't come in there talking like a man. He talking like a man. You can't come in there telling them what you want. Bro, you do know the ladies that be on here, they the ladies that's watching. They gonna tear him up. All right, he sound like a man. And if you're gonna sound like a man, you gotta be a billionaire. He don't want nothing no other man wouldn't want. See, the thing is, you talking to the kind of women who don't care nothing about what you want. You see, you tell them that's why they don't have nobody. They worried about what they want and the stuff that they ain't never getting. They don't care if it's unreasonable, bro. What he asking for, I'm telling you, he can get. He ain't being unreasonable. He being a man. But look how Kendra G looking at him. Why? Because he need to be a billionaire. If you want to get some respect in here, boy, you gonna come in here simping. Straight up. You're gonna be a doctor making $700,000 a year. You're gonna look like Boris Kojic. You're gonna be willing to take care of 9 kids from 12 different men from some chick who stay in some busted up apartment and keep screaming to you, you need to be on her level. You need to be all right with some chick who talk to you however she feel like talking to you while you taking care of her. Yeah, yeah, you need to be okay with a sex worker, as your woman. If you ain't coming on here talking like that, you ain't coming on here talking like this at all. They gonna light his ass up.
Okay. Well, Kendra, I think you're smarter than that. Let me ask you a question. Does your energy get to me, get phony from me? What's your
Well,
energy
I
tell
just
you?
don't. I mean, there are certain. I don't want to answer that question because
Okay.
but I'll answer it in the way of I would pray you would not be on my show as a grown man holding a fake baby.
Yeah. Right.
Like
For
I
sure.
think that would be very. I mean, goofy is could be common at times, but that would be the goofiest thing
Yeah.
any human could do is to hold a fake baby.
Yeah, for sure. Only reason I'm really holding her because she actually while I was waiting on you, she normally don't go to sleep. But like on my well, I don't like to promote things because I want to talk to you. But it on Gizmo and the Goon, you can see her. That's my little thing with her. That's
Okay,
why I
well, let me
show
read
her.
this one. This one said
Go
Kendra
ahead.
he lying and asked him to turn the baby alive around. He's sounding scamming. Nah, this isn't genuine.
Okay. Okay. Um, I tell you what, I don't I'm not into proving anything,
I know it was coming. Fair use, fam.
but I'm going to do it just because. I'm gonna do it because I want to alleviate Kendra's ideas. But no, baby, ain't nothing phony about me. You just ain't never met a real man in your life. That's all.
I thought the baby's real, guys. It's
Wait a
the real.
minute. Wait, I'm terrible with this. Okay, there she go.
Yeah, the baby's real. Aw, don't wake her up.
Okay, Gizmo.
Don't wake her up. Don't wake her
Okay.
up. This said, why is he dressed up like this late?
Bro, where is he at? Where is he at? He looked like he in some kind of, I don't know, facility. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
And where is he calling from? Looks like some sort of corporate building. The setting is suspect, and he seems anxious.
What's the question? Let me see. Dress. Okay. Well, first of all, I used to tell you, Kendra, that men should come on your show dressed better. I told you one time.
You see how they want to address what he said? They just gonna attack him. They ain't addressing nothing he said he want or don't want. They want to just attack him because they think attacking him would change what he want. Attacking him would change what he want and make him bow down and see it their way. They really believe that. They don't think for 1 second he ain't gonna pay them no mind because he know he can get what he want. All he gotta do is one thing: win. That's it. If he got a house to provide her, he gonna get all the mother he need for that child. It ain't gonna be nowhere near that easy for you, baby girl, and y'all know it. That's the problem y'all got with him. It's because the burden is different. The expectations are different. So it's not supposed to be equal.
About a dress code. I don't like how guys come on your show. You know what I mean? Anywhere black men with in undershirts, it looks very tacky. So I've always been with black men dressing better. So that's why I came specifically dressed for Kendra. And when I was getting money like that, I always dress like this. So that I hope that answers your question.
Okay, fair enough.
We get to the questions already. Dang.
They said the people at Sam's Club makes pizza too.
I don't understand.
Okay. Let's continue. I think my last question. Okay, so we was on your deal breaker.
See, they got smoke for him because he work at the pizza place. Bro, I respect the hell out of him. You feel me? We men, and we know it's not always easy. And you ain't always in the best situation in the world. I wouldn't recommend a man be trying to get a woman right now. I recommend he need to be figuring that situation right there out. Bro, if you think I ain't never had to sleep in my car, you would be sadly mistaken. Well, ain't none of us exempt from life. Life show up and you gotta handle it. It's all about what he doing. You feel me? He took a job in a pizza place so he can make sure his baby eat. Man, I ain't got nothing to say about that. More power to you. Stand up. Do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah, I interrupted you. So yes. You don't want to.
And if ain't none of y'all gonna come and help him, shut up.
Woman with kids.
Yes.
So can you just explain? I mean, you're literally holding a 9-month-old that she would have to become the mother to. Why would you not accept her child if you want her to accept yours?
Yes, great question, kids. You never had anybody to explain this correctly, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. Okay. There's an issue with me being able to create structure for a child that doesn't belong to me. I'll give you an example. When I'm disciplining my daughter, I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I don't have to go to any man. I don't have to talk to her. I can say, Pumpkin, you on punishment, and that's that. I don't have to give a why or a this. I don't like to explain myself, Kendra. And another thing, that's one of the reasons. A second reason is because I believe in structure. My daughter, I have certain plans for her. So most women don't have structure. Well, a lot of these single mothers don't have structure in their home. They don't want to hear that, but I'm going to say it. Shout out to Don and Jay, too. I like those guys you had on there. Shout out to Jay and Don. A couple guys you had from back in the day. Shout out to them brothers.
Oh, okay. I remember Don. Yeah. Don was the
Don was a smooth guy. Shout out to Don.
Oh, you liked Jay, the Batman.
Yeah, Jay had me rolling. Yeah, shout out to Jay. I've been supporting you for a while, Kendra, for sure.
Okay, those are two very popular guests. They're actually very different, but definitely very popular men guests on the show. Okay.
Damn, bro, you watch this? I don't know. Then he should know already. He should know. I don't even, bro. I content, but y'all send them to me. Yo, y'all know nonstop. Yo, my email full of them. I can't get through them before it's a whole bunch more. Like y'all be lighting it up. Oh, and if you need to send me, the email is chaseamari@gmail. I'm 1973 at gmail.com. That's CHASEAMARE 1973 at gmail.com. If you want to send me any content. All right, listen, I go through the content all day. That's what I do. You feel me? Look, family, listen, we back in action with my man. Let's get it popping. Keep it popping.
So you subscribe to which one of their ideologies? I think they were
Well,
different.
well, that's a great
Both?
question. I subscribe to my own. I'm just shouting them out because I respect. You know what I'm saying? I liked them, and as black men, I support all black men who are standing on business, as the young folks say,
Okay.
which is an overused saying.
Okay, so
And,
finish explaining why no
okay.
women with kids.
Yes. I believe, yes sir, no ma'am, please may I, thank you, there's that. And also, and a lot of times I don't want to correct someone else's child. There's always there can be obviously obvious problems that come with that. The woman that I'm bringing into my world, into our world, wouldn't have that issue because I set the standards, I make it possible. You know what I mean? So that I'm trying to get in this, Kendra, I'm terrible with this stuff because I'm old and I hate technology. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry, Pumpkin. Let me see if I can put her down. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Okay.
Aw.
Hold on, Gizmo. Hold
I hope this is not an inappropriate question, but
hold
some
on.
of them are asking me to ask you, is the baby's mama Caucasian?
Yes.
She is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, it's not okay. No, that's okay. But I specifically, I prefer. I'm looking for a black woman. I specifically prefer black women. Where I was in West Virginia, that's just what it was. But if you asking me for my preference, you know what I'm saying. Personally, I'm a fan of beauty in women. However, if you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts.
Bro, if he was in West Virginia, yo, I spent some time in West Virginia. Yo, they got some black women there, but you ain't gonna be messing with them, bro. I don't know what they did in West Virginia, bro.
Most of it, black women are absolutely the creme de la creme for the kid.
So let me just ask this. So you gave
Yeah,
all the reasons why she can't have a kid. Now she
yeah,
would have to mother your child. Is she gonna have those issues? Is she gonna be able to discipline your
yeah.
child, or will she have an issue with the child's biological mother?
No, no, that's not it. She hasn't been around since my daughter been born. And like I said, she's not a bad person. I'm not. I don't get on no platform and pull nobody down. I'm too real for that. That's just who she is. She is who she is, and it's not up to me to change her. It's up to her to change. But I have to move on. So I changed. I left what I was doing, where I was doing it at, and came here to Atlanta to give my daughter an opportunity that she wouldn't
Oh, I
have had
forgot to ask you where
otherwise.
you're at. You're in Atlanta.
Oh yes, ma'am. Uh-huh. And
Okay.
so, oh yeah, another thing too, Kendra, I won't tell this story specifically because it's very, very personal. Uh, but I saw something in my life about mothers with children, and I saw the games that are played, and it ended very, very badly. So that would be another reason that women with children, oh yeah, promiscuous women.
Bro, he not gonna come on here and say this. They think you should marry a sex worker if she wanna marry you, and you a good man. You need to marry her. You need to not hold the fact that she a sex worker against her. Trust me. You think I'm playing? Listen, if you're not coming in here talking like that, they ain't trying to hear nothing. You're not about to come in here talking like a man. You can't be assertive with women who think they supposed to be dominant and superior to you. They believe that. Look at how Kendra looking at him just for talking like a man, having the nerve to talk about like a man, and he ain't a billionaire.
I'm looking for a woman who's going to be a very, very good influence on my daughter. A woman who knows how to smooth the dress out when she sits down. A very classical lady. I'm the goon around here. Ain't but one goon around here. That's me.
Okay. Now, awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the age range?
I don't care how hard he go, he want a soft woman. Simple as that. I ain't taking none of no hard woman. Would I want that? She gonna give you a hard time. No, I don't want that. I want a soft woman that'll give me an easy time, that I can't wait to get home. I miss you, baby. My wife, bro.
Range you want to date?
Great question. I would say, because I'm looking to actually have more children. I would love to have children with my wife. I would say, mm, if she's healthy, 36 and down. 36 and down, as long as she's legal.
So you go to like 23.
As long as she's legal, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I can do
Okay.
that.
So 36 is the oldest though.
Probably just
Okay.
depending on, you know what I mean, the age. But like I said, I'm not gonna stop a sister from shout. You know what I mean. If she thinks that she fits the qualities and maybe the creator knows something that I don't, as I always say, so be it. I'm not gonna.
And you want, because you want more children.
Yes, I would love. I don't have a son. There's so much information that I have to teach. With everything that I've learned, with everything that I know now, I'm a man who reads. I don't think you can be a man if you do not read. I believe in physical discipline. I believe in being forged through fire. I believe in going through I believe in gender roles, and that, I don't care what the world say. I don't care what the internet says. I don't care. Ain't no woman my partner. Let me say that again. Don't call me talking.
See what I'm saying? Listen, fellas, he ain't saying nothing wrong. They don't want to hear that. He gotta come in there and say he gonna take care of 9 children from 12 men. He gotta come in there and say he ain't gonna hold all them bodies against none of them. He gotta be willing to pay all the bills for some chick who got 13 kids by 15 men. If he ain't gonna say that, bro, no, they gonna light him up. Who is he to be talking like a man? And he don't got $1 billion. And we ain't never heard of him before. Just foreign to them, bro. They talk to simps. They want to hear from simps. Dudes that's gonna lie to them and give them another baby. That's who they want to hear from.
About you, my partner. I'm not with none of that. I'm your man, you're my woman, and I don't care what the world does, but we're going to have a traditional um, relationship. That's what I'm looking for. If that's not what you want, that's okay. But words matter to me, Kendra.
Okay. So any more deal breakers before I go to the next question?
Deal breakers. Those cigarette. I'm a big dogs. Every now and then I like to hit the big cigars because you know what I mean. Just
Well, your phone went out. Say it one more time, sir.
when I'm really feeling myself, I like hit the big cigars. I'm not really much of a drinker, but when I am, it's probably premium, high end scotch or cognac. When I got it like that, that's bourbon or something like that. I really particularly, I would.
See, bro, listen. I mean, my gut feeling is he ain't in the greatest situation in the world. All right. And I don't think he in no position to be looking for a woman right now. That's my problem with him. Not with nothing he's saying for real. Because he only want what every man want. All right. Some men just listen, they ain't gonna tell a woman this. Some men, listen, they've been listening to women so long, they really believe they need to be that dude that these women, that impossible dude. You feel me? Listen, check this out, bro. When you a man, you stand on what you stand on. And your life told you you could get this. Your life told you if you win, you can have what you want. Their life told them if they lose, they ain't gonna get nothing, but they don't listen. They keep going having babies by losers and losing and think they're gonna eventually get something good out of this. They think they're gonna keep foul mouths and think they could talk to you however they want, and you should still come and take care of them. You should be okay with being in hell so she could be happy because that's not what she called it. And if you ain't gonna get up there and talk like you okay with being in hell so she can be happy, then they gonna light your butt up.
Rather my woman not indulge. I also, what's another deal breaker for me? Yeah. I met a woman one time. I liked her, Kendra. She wanted to order a well done steak. I can't take a woman serious who orders a well done steak. I'm not going to a high end steakhouse and gonna be embarrassed. I'm just not. You have
What's
to
wrong with a
listen.
well done steak?
Yeah, that's it's very tacky.
I mean, I don't agree with. Listen, I ain't gotta agree with everything. I don't agree with everything no man said. All right, I ain't met the man that I agree with everything he said. All right, he ain't gonna be the first one. All right, look, I think she should order whatever the hell she want. All right, if I bought her here, she can have whatever she want. But I ain't holding nothing against him. If that's what he like, that's what he like.
It shows that you don't know how a steak is supposed to be eaten. It shows that, it shows that you lack the requisite skill to be in a place. You don't order a well done steak. People look at you like a certain word, like you don't know, you don't belong. And so I had to leave a chick because of
My brother, you think you gotta order a steak for people to look at you like you don't belong? You ain't been in some places, bro. Cause I've been in some places, bro, where them places so serious they looking at me because I ain't famous. Like I don't belong here. All right, bro. So you can't control the way the world is. And number two, bro, if that's your reason for why she can't order a steak, I mean that's crazy because you're worried about what other people gonna think about what she eating, and they ain't paying for this shit. Yo, you tripping? I don't agree with that part.
that. She didn't listen. She wasn't even willing to try. I don't want a woman who won't try, Kendra. I don't want to hear excuses. I need you to be willing to give it a chance and not just knock it. Very beautiful too, but that's a dime a dozen for the kid.
Well, let me say this: you have
Yeah.
you have the right to your preference, and this is your moment.
Yes.
I will just say, in my
He popping it, ain't he? Get him! Get him! Because you talking like a man. If you came up here talking like a simp, boy, I thought you was, but they kept, I knew it had to have been something about you because it was just too many of you in there. They made sure I was going to do this because I don't put men up here.
own life experiences, I've
Hmm.
been around a lot of high end people in
Hmm.
a lot of high end restaurants, and they will order their steak at times well done, and they're
Yeah.
very wealthy people. So I mean,
The reason why I don't put men up here, because, bro, I don't do no simping over here. All right, they come on here, they know they got simp. All right, they dudes who chasing tail. All right, I'm rolling with dudes who trying to prosper. All right, we're looking for the women who about what we about, not these women who ain't about what we about. When we see some women who about what we about, we gonna snatch her down off of here, and we gonna get her straight with somebody. We gonna let her get her teeth in something over here. Trust me. Soon as we see something we can rock out with. All right, but you ain't gonna keep sending us these old broads who want all this crazy stuff that we ain't trying to hear. We ain't even listening to that. I want to listen to him. Yeah, yeah, he ain't saying everything I like, but I ain't met the man yet that said everything I like. I ain't said everything no man like. That's the world. That's people. We ain't gonna always agree, but I'm messing with them.
if you want to
Hmm.
if you want to use that judgment in your
Yeah.
life, okay, but there's some people who just don't want a medium well or
Hmm.
medium rare
Yeah.
steak.
That's great you said that, Kendra. But I want to say something else too because I think that there's a misconception about money. Money don't make no man no man. I don't care about your money. Do you have guts? Do you have A man who has guts can be my friend any day of the week. I don't have any money right now.
See, that's why a man, your money will never make you superior to a man. You see that? He don't care that he don't got nothing. Kendra, he'll never think you superior to him. Never. You could never really tell him that. He not wired or designed to believe nothing like that ever. He not.
Currently. You see what I'm saying? My life is 100% changed from what it was. I don't need anyone for anything, but I'm not balling like that. So I don't, wealth to me is being a man who is rich in morals and being able to stand on principle and not allow and not wavering. I'm not no guy who wavers for nobody. You know what I mean? And
But
so
can I just
that's
say this? Only reason
yes,
we
ma'am.
got here,
Mm-hmm.
right? We only got here because you said you judged the woman for
Yes,
ordering a well done steak, and you said that she comes across like she doesn't belong in
yes,
those environments.
yes.
And I was just humbly disagreeing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the biggest deal in the world. I was
Yes.
just saying from my own personal worlds, I've been
Mhm.
around a lot of very wealthy people and
Right.
very well in restaurants, and they can order their steak
Yeah.
well. So I just
They-
think that if that is what your conclusion
mhm.
is, so be it. But I don't think
I agree with Kendra on that. I mean, if that's how he feels, so be it. But I don't agree with it.
that's a fair conclusion to say a
Right.
person doesn't belong. I mean, if they were acting, maybe if they were acting quote unquote ghetto to you in
Right.
that environment, that's one thing. But to say because they wanted the steak, well, they don't
Mhm.
belong.
Well, that's a great question. Well, just to piggyback that, I order for my woman, and when we go out to a
Oh, you
restaurant,
ordered for
yeah,
her. Okay, now we're getting there. Okay.
right. And so when we go someplace, Kendra, what would you like? You tell me. Excuse me. Good evening. The lady will have X, Y, and Z. I'll have this. That's how I like to do my thing. I like for a woman to feel protected, feel safe, like a man knows what he's doing. I'm not one of these guys who, ask a woman, where does she want to go on a date? I'm taking you, baby. We out. This is what we're doing. We owe you.
Now, honestly, I'm that way too. Like, not to tell her to tell me. I'm just like, whatever you want. But listen, don't be asking me where we going. You hop in there and shut up. You know what I'm saying? Roll this shit up. Look, you know me. Listen, bro, listen, you going with me? You rocking out with me? That's how it is. That's why they love hanging with me.
You'll know when we get there. Just know you with me, and I'm gonna take care of you. That's all you need to know. And
Okay.
so, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't mean to be long winded. I just when it comes to her not being able to at least try it, that to me signaled that she didn't respect my judgment. So
Okay.
if you don't respect my judgment now, when I'm saying something like this, could it be later on you'll begin to question me later? And I'm one of them guys who I ain't letting nothing slide. Because if I let it slide now, you'll think you can do it later. And I ain't one of them. And then now you'll resent me because, like, wait a minute, you let it slide previously. And so that's madness to me. And a man must be suffering from some sort of psychosis if he allows that. I
Okay,
digress.
so it's more so, okay, so I'm just curious. We
Yes,
on this
ma'am.
steak and then we're gonna move on. What was
Hmm.
the temperature you would like her to eat?
Well,
Yo, my dude is a fool, but I like him.
I personally, I think you should eat it at medium rare. That's just me personally. I think you
Medium
should leave.
rare?
Yes, ma'am. Now that's how a steak is supposed to be eaten. If you ask the professionals, right? The people that really do this, they said now some people will accept it medium well, but the fact that she wouldn't even try it, you know what I mean? I took a woman to Egypt one time, Shalahash, Egypt. I'm probably one of the few guys that been out of town with all the felonies I got, been out of the country. Kendra, you're gone. What's happening?
Bro, I don't like medium rare steak. That's a lie. It depends on what kind of steak it is, but I'm mostly a medium well. You know what I mean? Depending on what kind of steak it is.
You
Oh,
breaking
you
up?
can't see me. I can see you.
No, it's like your screen half black. I just want to make
Is the
sure.
screen half black to you guys too? It's not to me. So let me
Okay.
um I'm
I don't know.
fine. They can see me. Can you guys see me?
I mean, I can continue. I just can't see you. That's all.
Okay, I can see me fine. They can see me too.
Okay, so be it. It's just
Then
me.
it's your phone.
Okay, so be it. But okay, where was I?
You were explaining that you went to Egypt with felonies.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the few guys, you know what I'm saying, who done been all over the world because I don't listen to nobody. And that's not cap, you know what I'm saying? That's because I got a passport, right? And that's because I don't listen to other people. And when I went over there, I noticed how another young lady that I took was she was very combative and she once again would not listen. I'm trying to learn how to swim in the Red Sea And I can't remember, it was something about me working out and her being upset about me going to work out and so forth. Long story of the short of the long is I allowed that because she didn't respect me anymore, and I should have been cut it off then. But I allowed something to slide that I should have never let slide. So
See, bro, you can't tell her nothing about cutting no woman off. She don't think you got the right to cut no woman off. Who are you to cut a woman off? You see how she perked up when you said that? Bro, they believe this. They believe this foolishness. Who are you to cut a woman off? You ain't no billionaire. You need to be a billionaire to be able to tell her anything at all. And they wonder why they single, bro. Really. Seriously, they wonder why they single because he need to be a billionaire to be able to talk like a man.
that was a good lesson for me. I take that and I appreciate that. So now I internalize.
He gotta take and lose all the respect of men to walk in there and succeed. Because if you want to walk in here and succeed with these women, men will never have no respect for you. All right, because you won't represent us.
The lesson as a man should. Now I let nothing slide. I'm going to correct you on your behavior. If you cannot get in line with the kid, then you need to find you another guy who you can talk to any type of way or do
Okay.
what you want to do. So be
Okay.
it.
All right. So before we continue with
Yes,
looks,
ma'am.
that's my next question. We got a
Okay.
lot of paid questions. You know,
Yeah,
you
you're
had
gonna
a
get a
lot
lot
of
of them.
posters.
You're gonna get a
You
lot
had
of
a
them,
lot of
Kendra. Oh,
posters.
Kendra, by the way, excuse me. I'm going to answer. I want y'all continue to super chat, Kendra. I'm going to answer every single question, Kendra. I don't want anybody feeling left out. So
Well,
just
no,
know
I
that I
might
don't
not
mind.
get. So I'm a now. One thing I'm gonna do also is control my show. So we
Yes.
won't read all super chats because we got my questions too. Okay.
Okay. I just wanted
Okay.
you to know
Is
that
it
I'm
fair?
open to that. You know what I
You're
mean?
open
I
to
didn't
it.
mean to,
Okay. Fair and
man.
fair enough. All right. Here we
I ain't
go.
ducking no smoke.
The world said, if you're up here looking for love, who's at Chuck E. Cheese making the pizzas? I guess he's trying to imply you work at Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I don't work at Chuck E. Cheese, brother. But it's my
Okay.
man's piece of spot.
Bro, that came from one of them simps who don't work nowhere. They on here trying to get some brownie points. All right, listen, bro. They gonna light your butt up.
I don't want to put him. He. I don't want to put him in a bad light for what I say.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now I don't know what that. Man, I don't work at Chuck E. Cheese. But if I did,
A
brother, it's
lot of
still a
pizza
job.
comments.
Mhm.
AJ saying, my dude, you at the pizza shop and you have a newborn. You shouldn't even be ordering steak at Applebee's.
I don't. Great question, brother. I don't eat steak, and I don't eat steak at Applebee's, and listen, man, I'm gonna
Bro, listen, you gotta understand the kind of men in the comments. Bro, they'll do anything to get any kind of attention from a woman. Like they them dudes that women don't pay them no mind. All right, they watch this show trying to figure out what women want and keep telling themselves, I can't achieve that. But the kind of men these women talking to don't watch this show. Trust me.
know what I'm gonna say this, Kendra. You have a lot of weak black men that simp on your show. They're a lot of cowards. They were raised by single mothers. They don't they lack intestinal fortitude and guts, and so it's easy to make these comments in the thing, brother. I've been all around the world. I've been to France. I've been to Prague. I've been in the streets. I've been in the slums. I've been in the hole. Assault. Listen, man, there's nothing, there's very little that has happened in this world that I haven't seen or been a part of. And so all of it has shaped me. So I'm not gonna really address a lot of guys with these, with these feminine comments, Kendra. I'm just not a lot of these guys that really are on your show or in your chat. They're a lot of troll. They're very feminine. And I'm a very, 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 very masculine man. So I'm not really gonna address them. If the ladies want to ask questions, and I
Bro, they think a masculine man is a man who would give them whatever they want, no matter what condition they in. A masculine man to them is a man who willing to be in hell so they can be happy. All right, not an assertive man who up here stating what he want and what he expect. All right, simple as that. No, You ain't gonna do that. You gonna come up here and simp, or they gonna light you up.
I'll answer their questions as well, but you know,
Okay. Oh, so now you don't want no questions from men.
no, I mean I'll answer them. It's just, like when you say like I have a newborn. Yes, I have a newborn, brother. And I mean, what do you mean I shouldn't order steak? I haven't had one in a while. But when I do order, I do it a certain caliber.
He basically telling the man he shouldn't have a job. All I'm saying is, bro, you shouldn't be on here looking for a woman if your situation really difficult like that right now. All right, because you can't take that extra burden on. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? I mean, all of this industrialist, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. So I know he work at the pizza spot. Cool. Listen, whatever he gotta do to make sure that little girl is okay, I'm on it with him. All right, he got me my vote so far. Look, he ain't said nothing. A few things I don't agree with, but for the most part, my kind of dude.
Way, and I never let the money make me, brother. I make the money.
Okay, let's keep it going. West Mole 40 said, since you said traditional, pizza making pays all the bills.
Do pizza making pay all the bills? That's a great question. Do pizza making pays all the bills? Currently no. Currently no, but I do. But I'm doing okay though. We floating. Me, I
How are
got
you
my
paying
daughter.
all your bills if pizza making doesn't pay all the bills?
Well, I have a couple little little things. Like I said, I told you I wouldn't get into everything, but I'm absolutely legal. Uh, in the end, um, in the end, I take care of my daughter, and it's just she and I, and that's what's we don't want for anything.
Tell us broke so fast you out here. Tell him get out here with us.
Okay. Okay. Stacy said you didn't see the red flag before you got her pregnant.
That's a great question, Stacy. That's a great question. In truth, yes, I was being thirsty, man. You know what I mean? And, I put my Johnson on the crap table. But I'll tell you something else, Stacy. If you really want to know the truth, this girl saved me, and I probably was on my way to the feds. In truth, and so she did more than.
See, West Virginia is all federal. All right, if you get locked up in West Virginia, you're going straight to the feds. All right, so you automatically under federal guidelines in West Virginia. Man, they were smoking them boys.
The government ever did, because she gave me something to love when I didn't have anything. And so for that, I'll always be grateful. And I love my daughter immensely, and her mother, for whatever she is or isn't, she doesn't stop me from being a father. I'm not dragged through the courts because I don't play that court game. So there's no issues there. There's nothing a woman has.
Bro, if you go to West Virginia, make sure you strap up. Okay, because them snow bunnies, they gonna be right. And you ain't gonna be able to mess with them sisters out there. All right, but them snow bunnies, they can't wait to have a baby. I'm telling you, they crazy. In West Virginia, something up with them.
To worry about in that regard. There's not any of that. It's a very clean slate. So I do respect her for that. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay. Before we go to the next question, you guys like this video on YouTube. We have, let me see. Right now we got more than almost 5,000 people watching from YouTube alone. You know, we do have a Facebook show too. Like the video. Like the video. It's free to like the video, free to subscribe. No excuses. Like the video on YouTube. Okay. Chandra said your baby mom is not a bad person. So in your past life, as you say, be honest, were you pimping?
No, I was not pimping, and I don't want to say she was a bad person. I'll tell you this, man. I don't really like to go around passing judgment in that regard, because whatever she was, I was with her, right? So I think that's always that.
You see how men just straight take accountability? You see how men we just straight take accountability? You see how no matter what happened, I just take the blame. We just take the blame. Why? Because it's expected of us. It's expected of us. He know we wouldn't have listened to him whine.
That's a very, very feminine way to look at the world from my perspective. I'm not saying, I don't go around trying to, throw rocks and hide my hand. I put it like this. the creator knew what he was doing because he gave me her, and for the plans I had, they never materialized, and it was the way he wanted it. So I will I love my daughter immensely, Kendra, and I'll tell you something else. It's not my job to keep her. As much as I love her, she don't belong to me. It's my job to raise her to be an honest, virtuous young woman and then give her to a man who has been vetted and qualifies. It is not my job to keep her. That is my job. And so I take my duty.
Yo, I mess with him hard body. If you want to know how I feel about that brother, I mess with that brother hard body. All right? Listen, them sucker boys y'all sent me, no, it ain't going up here.
And my responsibility extremely serious.
Okay. He has a white baby mother, but wants a black woman to step up and be a mother.
I love black women. I was in West Virginia, and there's no really pretty black women in West Virginia. So I mean, yes, her mother's white. Yes, ma'am.
What I just tell you? What I just tell you? Bro, I swear, the about two that I saw, they was with white dudes. The about two that I saw that you could even talk to, they was with white guys. Yo, the snow bunnies, they stay on you, but they trying to have babies. That's why them dudes go to West Virginia and be having all them mixed. Like, bro, I don't know what's up with them. But something was, I got the hell out of there.
Okay. Brian said, I just joined and can see through bro BS. This fool's a goofy, but the women and men that come on the show, you still entertaining nonetheless.
Okay, brother. Wish you the best. Thank you for your comment.
Okay.
See, he had to show the women that he don't agree with you. Maybe they give him a like. Maybe they give him some kind of attention, bro. Listen, you on the right track. Keep mashing. Step on it.
Lord of Leon said, you can have your preferences, but childless people, men or women, generally find it challenging to be considerate for parents and date them fairly. I recommend dating a mother. He said you should date a woman with kids.
Oh, that's your opinion. You entitled to it, brother. Salute.
Okay. I'm gonna take a pause on their questions and go back to mine. All right. Should the woman does the woman?
No, because now you're gonna have two kids to take care of. No. He gonna be able to get what he asking for just fine. I promise you that. I promise you that. All he gotta do is do his part. If he just do his part, he ain't gonna have no problem getting what he wants. What he asking for ain't unreasonable. Women get mad at him because they know it'll be 100,000 women lined up to give him what he wants. And they ain't gonna be able to get what they want. Why? Because the burden and expectations are different. That's why.
Women have to look a certain way.
Yes, that's a great question. I like pretty women, but not overly. I would say I pick I take a 6 with an 8 body. You know what I'm saying? 6 in the face. As long as she's cute, 6 is cute, 7 is pretty. 8 is cold, 9 is she land like that. I don't do 10s. I don't believe in perfection. So that's kind of my 5 is kind of, it's a little low.
Okay, so 6 with an 8 body.
Yeah, at a minimum. Yeah.
Whenever I don't do ratings, but when someone does, I ask them.
Because he already know that's gonna cost them something, but not too much. We already know what that's gonna cost them. You feel where I'm coming from? He can afford that. All right.
To rate themselves. So what
Yeah.
do you do? What's your
rating?
rating?
I would say I'm probably a 6. I would give myself a 6, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, all this leadership that you want in your relationship, are you going to be the 100% sole provider as well?
Yeah, I believe in providing for my woman. Absolutely.
Okay.
Bro, they think you need to be a 10 to come up here and talk like that because they need to be 10s to come and talk the way they talk. But see, that's not what you're selling. You're not selling the way you look. They selling the way they look. Every man knows she's selling the way she look. Because if she can't get my eyes, she can't even get my attention. So, you know what I mean? It ain't no getting around that.
Okay. Should she make a certain amount of money?
No. And let me say this, Kendra. A woman doesn't have no any. It is a not only a man's duty, but it's his honor to provide for a woman who respects him. So that would be the easy part. You know what I mean? Like I'm not ever going to ask a woman.
No, they think you should be okay with providing for a woman who don't respect you, who respect you the way she feel like respecting you. All right, you shouldn't have no problem with that. Who are you? Who are you? You only taking care of her. That ain't doing nothing for her. Trust me.
To now, do I have a problem with a woman being successful? No, as long as she recognizes that your money don't trump me being a man, and you think you can come in and tell me what to do. I'm not. Listen, Kendra, I'm not none of these corn. Let me just be honest. I'm my daughter sleep. I'm not none of them cornball ass niggas in your chat. Them niggas is hoes for real. Like my daughter sleeps, so I can probably get a little bit more realer. You know.
See, they lighting him up. He getting upset because all them simps in a comment talking trash about him because these women trained them to go. All right, they think these dudes they use these dudes for support when they need support, but they ain't gonna pay these dudes no mind. All right, when the show over, them dudes gonna go back to getting ignored. All right, they just use them for the numbers and the fact that they got different equipment between their legs and act like they representing men. They don't represent men. All right, because men don't got a problem with main men. All right, so, I mean, you may got a problem with the the fashion or how he came, some kind, but not with his what he asking for. Maybe his condition, why he asking for, because I don't believe he doing okay.
A lot of these guys, they're very soft and they act like women. And you wonder why your woman treats you like one, bro. I've been getting it all my life. So, you guys who come on and trying to make these little, these feminine comments, trying to throw jabs, bro. That's the bro. That's the it's wore off a duck back. I've been there, been to the bowels of hell and look Satan.
Yo, they been trained by these women, bro. I bet you they talking about the fact that he deliver pizzas. Like stand up men know he got his daughter. That's all that matter. See, that's all that's going to matter to us, not what he do, because we know situations. It's just situation. Life about the moments. This a moment. It's all about what he going to do in it. All right, because we all going to get the moments where we got to turn it around. We got to turn it up. All right, right now, whatever the case may be, that's the situation. It's time to get it right. That's all. That's all. Lawrence, that's his mindset. But if that's your mindset, what are you doing here?
In the face. You can't tell me nothing.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Yes, ma'am. Knew that was coming. All right. Cancer. Yeah.
Well, this is a nice outfit.
Thank you, Cancer. Thank you.
Okay. We see you. And I do appreciate you dressing so well.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate you, sister. I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, I just do.
I like him. I don't see nothing wrong. All right, I think he a cool brother. I think short. You know what I'm saying? I think he represented nice.
I was trying to figure out what I was going to wear, so I was throwing something together real quick. A lot of my
Okay.
stuff is old because I buy everything for her, but
Okay.
I still keep it
I
clean.
don't necessarily agree with everything you say, but I can
That's okay.
respect your point of view.
I'm not
I
looking
feel
for. I'm not
like
looking for agreement. That's cool.
right. I can respect.
I mean, I appreciate Kendra for not getting out on him. You feel me? I do. I appreciate her for not getting out on him because I know I could see in her body language the way some of the things he was saying was hitting her. But the overall man in him won her over. Trust me.
Your point of view on things, whether I agree or not. But
Yes, ma'am.
either way, let's continue. And then we got more paid questions, but let me try to get
Okay.
to the rest of mine. When was your last relationship?
About two. What is this? I say about 2 years ago, girl. About 2 years ago.
You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been a little while.
Okay.
It's been a while. Too
3
long.
flaws you have to work on.
That's a great question. I'm not organized, so I'm hoping that a woman could come in my life and help me with organization. Like a lot of times my suits, my you know what I mean, my shoes, Louis built bags, stuff be all over the place. And so I like a woman. I've lost things, so I would like a woman who's extremely organized, who can help me there. Um, I would like let's say another flaw of mine. I I have this tendency. I think I block my own blessings. I've done that, Kendra. I block my own blessings at times, and that's not a good thing. A lot of times, a man has to get out his own way, so that's something that I've struggled with. And also another thing, I need to learn how to be a bit of a better listener. I don't know everything, right? And so therein lies that I need to be a better listener as well.
Okay.
But a lot of
I'm
times,
going to go
people are
back
just
to the
stupid.
say.
Me too, bro. Me too. I need to be a better listener too. You feel me? Listen, we try. We try. We ain't perfect.
But a
Again,
lot of
sir?
times people are, see, not to cut you off, Ken, but a lot of people are just stupid. So they, I'm not, so it's hard for me to entertain stupidity. But if you're saying something of substance and things of that nature, then I need to be able to take that information in.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go back to some more paid questions, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So Rita said, you said you believe in physical discipline. Are you saying you would hit your woman? I missed that.
Physical discipline is for me.
Oh, okay.
And then he was talking about the child. He said with the child with his son.
Yeah.
Wait,
So, oh, some men believe in physical discipline with their son. My father used to whoop my ass. Trust me.
the
Physical
phone,
discipline
wait,
is for
clear,
me.
wait, say it again, your phone paused.
Yes, physical discipline is for me. That's I believe in physical discipline for me. I'm very hard on me.
Okay.
So that is no, I don't hit my. I think a lot of women they've had trauma because they've messed with guys and they jump in a man's role. The woman that I'm looking for knows her place and I know mine, so we don't even have those issues.
Okay. Danny says,
Fellas, look, man, listen, don't be putting your hands on no woman. Yo, if she take you there, you leave. Man, you're gonna be sitting in jail. No, take your ass home. You ain't got no home. Get you a home. Yo, bro, you're not built to take all that mouth that they think you need to deal with. You not. You a man. And you can't do all that arguing with somebody before you do something crazy. You gotta learn how to lead. Don't put yourself in them kind of situations. Don't go dealing with women who don't know how to talk to you. Bro, it's plenty of women who know how to talk to you. All right, you a man. You're not designed to deal with all that aggression, with passiveness. As a man, you only know one way to deal with aggression. That's with aggression. Argument is an act of aggression. Somebody jumping in your face is an act of aggression. Bro, when she disrespectful, you gotta get away from her.
he needs to act his wage. He is delusional.
Okay.
See, that's how they want to be able to talk to a man. Because if you come up here and tell them what you want, you need to be a billionaire. You need to be a billionaire to be able to be a man. Because you're talking to a bunch of women who, a lot of times, bro, listen to them. They think they men. They think they people you need to contend with. That's why they keep telling you how much money they make. Like you need to prove that you make more than them. They think you need to prove stuff to them. All right, bro, you're going to get what you want and you ain't got to prove nothing. All you got to do is prove that you can hold it down. That's the difference.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay.
Mia says, Black women are not interested, sir. We are not second to others. Stick to what you know.
You feel me? That's one of them black women who don't got no man, who should have shot at him. She too silly. And she gonna have a ghetto liking her comment instead of her trying to get herself a man. All right, she don't care about the results, only about how it made her feel.
Or she probably one of them ones with the who cares, she don't qualify. You know, brother, you know how good I look. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Hey, Kendra, let's stop the plan. Let's stop the fake
Good
humility.
dude,
You know what
man.
it
I like him.
is. You just
I
don't
like him.
qualify, baby, and that's okay.